Peacemaker is a song, really, I think, that inspired this whole album. And kind of the theme behind it all was just the afterlife and songs that related to death or moving on. And this was a song I actually wrote at a funeral. I was in a big cabin, and there was a cemetery between a highway and a railroad track, and there was like 20 old cowboys in cowboy hats. And my Uncle Dub was a sweet guy, but he was an old cowboy, just to the core, and lived his life like that. And I was sitting there watching this funeral go on kind of in the background, and the line, you could fill a graveyard with the lives of men who drew their pistol and thought they could win, came into my head. And I started this song started flooding over me. And so by the time I got back to Tahlequah, I'd written this entire song, Peacemaker. And then later on, when we were trying to figure out a kind of a theme for the new album, that was one of the songs we really put on there. And I was like, man, how do we tie that in? And I thought, man, it's a song I wrote at a funeral, and I had some other songs I wrote at funerals and about the afterlife. I said, let's just do a whole, basically, death album and just kind of do that. And it ended up being the story, I think, the Ballad of White Earp basically is kind of how it is. It's an old Western sheriff who kind of keeps the law in his hometown, and people wind up in pine boxes who go against him. And kind of the theme of it is that there's really no peace for the peacemaker. Like, he's constantly in turmoil because he's having to kill people, put them in pine boxes, put them in the ground who have gone against him. All of our videos have been done by John Baker and Stabby Productions. He wanted to shoot this one kind of independent of our band. Like, every time we've had a video, it's always been the band, like, in the background and so forth. This is the first video that's like an independent film, I'd say. It's kind of like a whole story going on, independent and just based on the song. And we haven't seen the video yet, but we haven't seen anything, so we kind of have a vague idea of what's going to happen, but he's got that old-fashioned country guy in that modern day setting, and kind of what happens, we'll have to wait and see.
I'm excited.